how many billboards are currently in use in Michigan? The answer is roughly around 16,000, with a cap set at 17,000. Now, what most people think when they drive down the road and see a billboard is just the quick imaginational thought of what it is that they're selling, what that company is, and could it affect me in my life? But as an avid outdoorsman, someone who loves the nature and beauty that our state has to provide for us, I kind of see a problem with the physical amount of billboards on the side of the road. Oftentimes, they can be faded, too small to read, crammed in one after another, or even just too busy to understand really what's going on in the billboard to know what that company is trying to sell. And when we commute, we see the same ones every day. It gets boring, repetitive, and they become eyesores and annoying to deal with. And driving down the expressway, traveling anywhere, it's almost impossible to keep track of how many that we see throughout the day, especially even just blank ones that have a phone number on them. And those things, these metal contraptions are tainting our slogan of Pure Michigan, because they're distracting, expensive, and annoying to deal with, really. And speaking of distracting, although the amount of crashes in Michigan has recently decreased, the crash rate near electronic ones have increased by over 7%. Now, 7% doesn't really sound like a lot, but when you're playing with your life, 7% is a pretty big number, at least to me it is. An assistant professor at Albion College, Dr. Nadia Fink, states, the proportions of digital billboard proximity traffic crashes on Michigan freeways are significantly higher after than before digital billboards were installed. So currently there are 4 states across the country that have bans on billboards, and those are Alaska, Vermont, Maine, and Hawaii. And other large cities across the U.S. are also starting to follow action and putting in bans of their own against billboards. Currently, there are only 2 cities in Michigan with bans, and those are Troy and the city of Howland. While other cities, bigger cities like Grand Rapids, are starting to take action against these and offering compensation in order to remove these old, faded, torn down, or these old ones. Now, what can we do as citizens to help aid this? Is we can write letters to government officials in the state on a majority of different levels. We can vote for candidates who are like-minded in our way of thinking of getting rid of these billboards as well. These signs are very damaging to our beauty of the state. They're very distracting, they cause accidents, and they're really just eyesores altogether. I mean, most companies nowadays, we're entering the electronic state where everything is either on a screen in front of you, like with those electric billboards, or you can access almost anywhere in the world with the touch of your phone. So billboards really are just kind of out of date. And so we can start taking those down, but it all starts with you and your voting power.